Welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning into your boy Pfunk, thinking right at my YouTube classroom, doing what I do for you. Today, we're going to talk about, again, something near and dear to my heart. Right isms, 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message in the story. As you know, this is Egyptian Study Month. This is Black History Month. So I'm doing all my Egyptian stuff. I'm bringing out the big guns, all right? Egyptian gods and what they mean. First of all, the gods that we keep talking about, the gods, they're only aspects of your personality, your character. So they are within you. These are we put them to life so you can study them, so we can learn them, so we can manifest them. We can use the aspects to our benefit. Okay, here we go. Gods we can become. That was the concept. Becoming God by the aspects that they have, the gifts that they use. You can take the same aspect, put them in your life, use them in the right thoughts philosophy, and you become God. Like, here we go. Let's play a little game. Here it goes. It's my game called the God game. Right thoughts philosophy teaches that you learn about the God aspect and you use them. Yes. Yes. Do some work. Learn something. And then once you learn it, implement it. It worked. Trust me. Right thoughts philosophy will show you how to make, excuse me, how to take on that God aspect. When I say Isis, what you want from her? Wisdom, intuitive knowledge. Study, learn. She was the wife of all wives. She's the original ride or die. When her husband was killed, she went and found him. When he found him, the guy came back, Set came back and cut him up 14 pieces. She got the pieces. That's down. Okay? Women, if you love your man, you would do whatever you need to do. And men the same way. But this is the aspect from the female part. We know about a woman to my ride or die. Yeah, she was the ride or die, the original ride or die. Okay. Right thoughts philosophy is God driven to incorporate God in every aspect of your life. I tell you, I don't do nothing without God. I used to hear preachers say, let's pray. I was a Mason, so I didn't pray. I had a book of prayer because I don't pray. I would read from a book. I would get the prayer out, the message from the prayer. I ain't gonna problem with that. But for me to do, no, I don't do that. So you can learn it. I just choose not to. That's my choice. There we go. Right thoughts philosophy. Once mastered, you will have God aspects of in your life that will help you become godlike. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I became godlike through practicing and mastering every God aspect that I learned about. That's the fun part. Right? Those philosophy masters are in essence living gods and goddesses. Yeah. When you become SR, you become Isis, Heteru, my favorite is Tahuti, okay? Thought. All these God aspects are characters that's in you. All you gotta do is bring them out. That's the fun part. Once you bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Yeah, God's in you. Bring them out. If you don't know that, you're ignorant. That's all. Now, if you listen to me, you can't claim ignorance, but I'm enlightening you. I'm putting it out there so you can't say, well, me. No, I'm telling you. That's when these go. I want to be the God Tahuti, thought. Personally, that's one of my favorites because he's the thinker, he's the rational, he's the scribe, he's the one to keep track of everything you do. So if you ain't familiar with thought, you may think, well, I can get away with this. Or I can no, it don't work that way. Check this out. Thought is the God of knowledge, reasoning, the mind of God. First, God had the eye. He sent the all-seeing eye out. When the eye came back, couldn't fit back on the other one. He put another one in its place. So he put it up here, the pineal gland. You got the vulture and the eagle sitting in front of both of them are praise. They will protect and they will defend to the death. So he used that. Thought is his reasons, his logical concepts that we use. Our thinking process. Right thinking, that's thought. Right thoughts, that's thought. That's my dude. That's why I use it. Thought, God's scribe. He's also the record keeper. At Judgment Day, he stands with Mayat. She's scale sometimes, but her feathers on the scale, he's standing there keeping the records. He's letting you know on your 42 confessions if you are on point. Because you got 42 judges that's sitting there, again, all inside you. All this is going on inside you. That's another thing. You got to conceptualize and understand. Metaphorically, this is what's going on as a teaching tool, as instruction to get you to understand perspectives and concepts that you can live with. You can use it and it becomes yours. Here we go. Gotta move along. Thought is your knowledge faculty. He keeps the mental order. Yeah. If you ain't got thought, you ain't got tahuti, you got problem. Okay. That means you ain't thinking right. Thought has the 42 positive confessions. He mirrors Maya. They wasn't married. They didn't come off as consort because Thought had his own girl, Sachet. But Maya, justice, thought is reason and rationale. They go together. That's why. Okay. Next one is Thought also had a wife, Sachet. She was known as the queen of writing. She was the originator. Thought get credit for it, but Sachet, the wand, the magic wand, that fairy tale you hear about the fairy godmother, that's Sachet. That 7 prong wand that she got, that's the weed plant. They've been doing marijuana forever. Ain't nothing new. Hawaskas, the Mexicans been doing that. But we did the lotus and the papyrus plant. The lotus plant is a hallucinogen. You see them all in Egypt. You see them turning the lotus up like sniffing cocaine. Okay? That's the concept. And that's what they did. All over. You see they got lotus. So, yeah, they did their thing. Even ancient time, party. Okay? They had beer, they had wine, they got high, they did whatever. Okay? But they started it. They're the originators. Osiris taught them how to make beer. Okay? How to tend to the vineyards to make wine. So all these things we cultivated and learned from the beginning. We do it now. We got liquor store in every corner pretty much. So, yeah, it ain't good. The Indians didn't like alcohol. When the white man gave them alcohol, they lost their mind and all their land. It's another story. All right, here we go. Next one is Set, the ego god. He's when I tell you about, he's considered the devil. Satan, Set, that's where it comes from. Seth, S-E-T-H, Seth. They call him Typhoon. The Greeks call him Typhon. Trust me, the original concepts has been juggled and twisted around, but the original part is the interesting part because it's a story that makes a lot of sense and you can relate to it. That's why I like it, because it ain't a whole bunch of spooking going on. Set is the part of your ego which drive you to do whatever your desires are. If you don't control Set, ooh, buddy, watch this. He's that 700-pound gorilla in the room that nobody want to talk about because they hooked. All right. Set is Asar's brother. He killed him because of jealousy. He wanted to be his brother. Again, misconception, misunderstanding, thinking wrong. You are who you are. Be the best you. Okay? Set, if used correctly, can work in your favor. I use him just this morning. Was up a little late last night, so I didn't get a lot of hours of sleep. But when I got up, I didn't feel too, and rested. That's not that Set kicked in. Set, well, let's go, because he ain't stopping. That's exact. He desire and he is hungry. He don't give. When you control him and use him to benefit, that's a good thing. But if you let him dictate what you do, like emotions, he'll run you crazy because he don't care. All right? That's the whole point. He killed his brother with no remorse. Didn't care. All right. Set that part of you that won't quit. Never give up. That's why you can use it. Set is your due diligence aspect. When you fighting and you getting, not the best part of it, maybe losing, if you institute Set, you can keep fighting. Why? Because he didn't stop. That's what it's all about. The phrase, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Set is that dog that if he's in you, oh, you got a lot of fight. I got a lot of Set in me. Trust me. Here we go. Set will never give in to good or right because he just want what he want. He want to be satisfied. He don't care about right. He don't care about nothing except doing what he want. That's the part about ego that drives people to do what they do. That's what it's all about. They knew this a long time ago. And remember, these are all character parts that's inside of us. So they knew who we were. Not just the animals. They knew man. Okay? Here we go. Anubis, my dude. Now, Anubis was made from Nephthys and Osiris. Nephthys and Isis are twin sisters. Only difference between them is the headgear. Isis wears the crown on her head. Nephthys wears the inverted crown on her head. So the only difference is the crown going up or either going down. But long story short, as sisters, they never separated because they shared affection and love for the same man. Now, men, players, put on pimp days. I'm keeping me two girls. Why? It's the American way. I'm sorry, I can do it too. No, it's just a concept. The two women. First of all, Isis was the wife. Her sister couldn't get pregnant, but her husband said he ain't a good dude. So they switched up on Osiris. He didn't physically or consciously do it. When he realized what happened, he didn't know. She thought he was Isis, thought he was his wife. They looked just alike. So they got together and switched them on. Long story short, that's where Anubis come from. And Nephthys' character is she's mortality. Osiris is immortality. When they get together, mortal and immortal, they create a half immortal being, which is Anubis, which became king of the dead until Osiris came along. So it was already the stage was already set for father and son to reign on earth and even in the underworld. Because he got his son Anubis, that's his son, and guess who? Haru is also his son. Talk about that another lesson. It's good stuff there. Okay, but that's Anubis. Anubis, the jackal head god, son of Asar and Nephthys. Okay, he became the embalmer. He ended up embalming his own father. Most doctors tell you, "Oh, we can't operate, we can't perform surgeries on our relatives." Anubis did. He didn't care. He the first original god. I'm just doing my job. I love that. Okay, here we go. Anubis was raised by his Isis, became Lord of the Dead. Anubis represents discernment. He can distinguish between good and evil, real and unreal. He knows truth for what it is. Okay? He was awarded knowledge and understanding of reality. So that's his game. That's what he does. Anubis is the one who makes sure you get a fair deal at judgment. Yeah, he calibrates the scale. Okay? Yeah, that's his job. He ain't let you get beat. So he ain't a bad guy. He's making sure even the dead get a fair shot. That's his job. That's his calling. Anubis involved his father, Osiris, Asar, and found the body parts when he got cut up by his brother Set. So Anubis always worked with Osiris, Isis, and his mother, Nephthys. Okay, here we go. The last set. Horus, my dude. Everybody know him from being the son of God, the original one. Well, not everybody, but Egyptians know Horus is the spirit that dwells within man, the spirit that conquers Set. Okay, it's all part of what's in you. Remember, they had a head, they had a body with two heads, one Horus and one Set. What the heck is that? That means that's your duality in every man. Make a decision. You can be the hero or you can be Set. That's what decision making is all about in this world. Here we go. Last one. Haru, the first real hero, the avenger of his father killer. He had to kill his uncle. I'm gonna let that stay there. Haru fought for his right to rule Egypt as the king, the next heir to the throne which his father held. He is the next in line. Set said, "Well, I'm a brother. I should be." No, family. You family, but no, you already know the deal how that go. Haru was raised to be king. He was raised, he was trained, he was taught in every area that he need to be proficient in. He learned his lesson. You don't just get smart. You don't just get no. It was taught by the sages and the high priests, ancient time. Temples were there for people to come and get educated in spiritual understanding. That's what they lived for. That's what they did. It was prevalent for everybody. Okay, at one time they thought just the rich got to go to heaven. No, it ain't. No. Anybody who live right, live Mayat, is free for everybody. God don't discriminate. Okay, and money ain't good in heaven, so it ain't how much money you got. Okay. Next one is Haru was the original son of God. Yeah, the original. Not no, the original. The whole concept comes from the son of God. That's Horus. That's Haru. Last one is Haru is who we right thinkers want to become. Asar, Haru, getting spiritually awakened, having knowledge of self. These are qualities that will get you where you want to go. If you live in life ignorant, you live in a Satanian life where you doing the wrong thing, you ain't getting. No. The camel stand a better chance of going through the eye of a needle than a rich man getting into the heaven. That means ignorance won't get you there. Knowledge, hard work, perseverance is the way to live. Why? That's the rewards for the afterlife. This life, lived right, done right, gets you to the afterlife. If the heart is light as a feather, that's the ticket. Knowledge of self, heart lightens the heart, purifies your heart. Get your heart pure.